Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
We start with breaking news this Friday afternoon. People in a small Minnesota town being evacuated after a train derailment this morning. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Bosch. The scare is playing out in Ellendale, Minnesota. That's south of the Twin Cities. At least 4 cars of a Union Pacific train jumped the track, and at least one of them was carrying liquid petroleum gas, which is very flammable. A precautionary evacuation is in place for people around a 1-mile radius of the derailed cars, and part of a nearby highway is also shut down. The train was headed from St. Paul to Nebraska. No one was hurt. You can stay with Valley News Live for updates on this breaking story throughout the day. America is honoring its war veterans today. A solemn ceremony this morning on the Veterans Memorial Bridge in downtown Fargo marked the beginning of a number of events and commemorations in the valley. Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney, speaking at the gathering, not only thanked veterans for their service and sacrifice, but also their families. He says that they too have given up much in the name of protecting our nation. Mahoney also reminds us those protections extend to freedom of speech, referencing an anti-Trump demonstration that was held on the bridge just last night. A ceremony at the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. this morning paid tribute to the 16 million Americans who served during that conflict. Each veteran in attendance was recognized for their service, receiving an American flag and being honored with a wreath. Well, it is plenty of sunshine out there on this Veterans Day, but the temperature is still kind of hanging in the cool region, definitely cooler than we have been the last few days. Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green for a first check of our Friday afternoon weather.
Yeah, it's one of those days you're definitely going to want to have that jacket on hand basically all day long. Temperatures aren't warming up much, but it is beautiful. We have lots of sunshine on this Veterans Day, so expect more sun into the rest of the afternoon and temperatures that climb into the upper 40s in the Southern Valley, low to mid 40s up north, with mostly sunny skies ahead of us. Wind very light out of the south. Our temperatures right now 42 degrees in Fargo and in Grand Forks. There's a couple of places still in the 30s, so we're really feeling the chill here today compared to where we've been. 37 in Devil's Lake and 39 in Wadena. Visibility a lot better than where we were this morning. We had some fog, but we're going to enjoy a pretty pleasant afternoon. Just again, keep in mind it's not going to be as warm. The wind should generally be light in that 5 to 15 mile per hour range at most, picking up later. We'll talk more about that and what you can expect for the weekend ahead coming up in just a few moments.
All right, Lisa, thank you very much. It was a second, sometimes violent night of demonstrations against the election of Donald Trump as president. Several cities saw large crowds marching through the streets, some scuffling with police. The unrest comes as Trump prepares to become the nation's 45th president. Weijia Zhang reports from the White House.
President-elect Donald Trump tweeted that he has a busy day planned today, working on his administration plans inside Trump Tower. But across the country, police were busy through the night as anti-Trump demonstrators staged another round of disruptive protests. Police in Portland, Oregon fired rubber bullets and arrested at least 24 people.
Just because they're not lethal doesn't mean they don't hurt.
They declared the protest there a riot. After initially blaming the unrest on professional protesters incited by the media, Trump credited them this morning for having passion for our country.
Trump's transition team will be relocating from Trump Tower to Washington, where he will take the oath of office 10 weeks from today.
Yesterday, Trump made his first visit to the White House before meeting with congressional Republicans. Analysts expect House Speaker Paul Ryan and Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to move quickly on long-stalled Republican policies.
When Donald Trump says we're going to do tax reform, what does that mean? It means that Paul Ryan has been slaving away on the House Ways and Means Committee, producing tax reform ideas that were never going anywhere. Right. Now he's thinking, wait a minute, Trump could sign this into law.
Meanwhile, Trump's former opponent, Hillary Clinton, was spotted by a supporter hiking near her Chappaqua, New York home. The woman told the smiling Clinton that taking her young daughter to vote for her was one of her proudest moments as a mother. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, the White House.
Now, one of those anti-Trump protests overnight was in Minneapolis. More than 3,600 gathered outside the Humphrey Institute at the University of Minnesota. A group also blocked traffic on Interstate 94, and within minutes, both directions were closed. Police were able to clear that scene and reopen I-94 within about an hour. No injuries or arrests were reported. Well, we've got a consumer alert for you this noon about some key protection for your family that might be in your home right now. More than 3.5 million combination smoke and carbon monoxide alarms are being recalled in the U.S. because they can fail to chirp when they reach a 7-year expiration, even if the batteries are replaced. The recall involves the Kidde Nighthawk talking versions. No injuries are reported. Now, here is the number to call if you need to get a free replacement. It is 1-800-855-239-0490. The North Dakota Highway Patrol is trying to pinpoint what caused a driver to roll his pickup on I-29 early this morning. Emergency crews were called out around 1:30 to the Tri-Level in South Fargo. Scanner traffic indicated that the driver was able to make the call to report the crash, but had to be helped out of his vehicle. A Minnesota couple has been charged in the death of a woman's 2-year-old son. Nelson Soto Lopez of Blaine is facing a charge of second-degree murder. Investigators allege that he hit the child with a belt, then dropped the child on his head Monday night. The mother of the toddler, Hayde Aguilera Bustillo, is also facing a manslaughter charge. An autopsy revealed the child had multiple skull fractures and bleeding on the brain. Some new developments in the case of a U.S. Marshal in North Dakota accused of being a peeping Tom in a Bismarck Target dressing room. 29-year-old Michael Rivera is now facing an additional charge from another incident at the same store. Police say that they identified another victim from images obtained during a search warrant. Rivera is already being held on a $150,000 cash bond. Fargo police have released surveillance pictures of 2 theft suspects, hoping that you might be able to help identify them. We have one of the pictures up on your screen right now and another one on the way. The 2 people are believed to have broken into a car and stolen credit cards. If you know who either of these people are, you're asked to contact Fargo Police. The number is up on your screen right now, 701-241-1405. In our schemes and ripoffs on this Friday, a Fargo business owner is waving the red flag about a possible scam. The owner of A&D says that she took a call from a man claiming to be an Xcel Energy technician coming to disconnect her service because she was behind on her bill. When she told him that she used AutoPay, she was then transferred to another person who said that her credit card information needed to be updated. Now, Xcel tells Valley News Live, if you ever have any doubts about a call from them, you should hang up and contact them yourself. Well, time now to get a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Fargo police say that 34-year-old Eugene Quinnett is wanted for a probation violation on felony drug charges. His picture's up on your screen right now. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information. Well, in our Healthier Me this noon, it's time to get your family ready for flu season if you haven't already. And FargoCast Public Health is holding 2 walk-in flu shot clinics next week. The first is Wednesday from 8 until 3. The other is Friday from 8 until noon. FargoCast Public Health is located at 1240 25th Street South. Those clinics are open to all area residents. Just make sure to bring your insurance card with you.